Hope everybody's blessed. Dang, homie, I'm gonna do a video on the little youngsters that passed away and the little youngster that got killed by his little homie, his partner. Such a sad story, homie. Like I've seen all kinds of stuff on TikTok, and it just goes to show you can't trust really anybody in this life. He got killed by his homie, his bestest friend, and I don't know if it was a setup. I don't know what the situation was, but sad situations occurred, and a young man's life got took. So I seen somebody arguing and basically just hating on the city, Denver, bro. Anytime anything ever happens, it's always some California fools coming in talking about the city of Denver and how soft it is and it's sweet, right? It's always that, bro. We always get that. We get that interaction from Californians all the time, bro. And I just think it's funny because California will always tell everybody stay out their business, and you guys are out of towners. But when you talk about what's going on, and different things, and if you even bring it up, it's like out of towner, you don't know what's up, bro. We really do this out here. Now I'm gonna say this, homie, and to be 100, to be a real, you know, a lot of times, bro, I find it's more negative toward Denver than anything. California fools that just have an opinion. They might not even had ever been in Denver or Aurora or Montalvo, any of the Denver metro, and everything about their perception about Denver metro and the box state is always, that fools is sweet out there. They're always giving their opinion, homie, like all the time. And I gotta say this, bro. If the Denver metro, the Denver hoods, right, was so soft and sweet, especially the Denver metro, we're talking about the Denver metro, why was it that no actual California neighborhoods came out here and just overtook the hoods and just made it theirs? There's no hood in the Denver metro where California gangs rooted their turf and just overtook any of the hoods. You know why? Because this is the reality, homie. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, there was riders from all the hoods. They were not going to allow you to do that. I don't care how strong you thought you were. I don't care how tough you thought you were. In the 90s and 2000s, when really stuff was really kicking up dust, none of them fools that had pride in the neighborhoods was going to allow any California fool, any New York fool, any Chicago fool to come over and just invade the hoods and just say, this is our hood. It never happened. Not once. Yes, there's always been Bloods and Crips, but for the most part, it's been original hoods, like the East Side. Yeah, there was always cripping in the East Side, and there was always hoods that were keyways, but those were all original blocks. Those were never no rowing 60s or neighborhood or gangsters came over there and said, this is our hood. And same thing on the aspect of the Don Moves. They kept it original Park Hill, and they never let somebody just invade and overtake their neighborhoods and say, hey, this is what we're doing. We're calling the shots. West side, north side, south. That's why, to be honest, even in the north and the south, homie, no North Daniel hoods ever came and told Ennis Sam's, this is our hood now. We're overtaking it, our Sureños at that aspect. No California hood has ever came and overtook and invaded and said, these are our hoods. And this is where the minorities were. So you would think if these fools overtook and they had the strong presence when they were coming out here in the 90s, and it was the crack pandemic, you would think them fools would be like, this is our hood now. We're overtaking it. Nah, they couldn't do that because there was too many riders from them neighborhoods. If Denver was so soft, tell me why that didn't happen. Because you look in all these other cities and states, you even look in Atlanta, everywhere, bro. A lot of them cities and states, yeah, they'll have Crips and Bloods, and it will be original Cali hoods that overtook their hoods and said, you guys are banging this. You didn't do that in the East Side to be 100. You couldn't just go over there and say, you're banging neighborhoods in the East Side. Nah, because there was a lot of fools over there that had a lot of pride that will knock your head off. Because if we're telling the truth, There was gangbangers already in the east side and the west side and the north side, original hoods, south side, that were pushing the line for their politics. There was already gang banging in Denver, and they never had allowed that shit, bro. So, it's just interesting. People argue this all the time, but the fact of the matter is, and this is the real reality, it never took place. Them fools were deep out here too. Like that. Let's not get it twisted. A lot of fools from the land, homie, were deep out here. They were super deep. Now, there was a couple times that they tried to go to the hoods and they tried to set up shop, but it never happened because them fools, there was a resistance in the hoods. I could speak for the east side all the way across the board. What's up with it, bro? Mahai, salute. What's up, Bible? What up, Jess? I could speak for it all across the board, the east side, and I'm not going to speak for everybody's neighborhood. There was California fools that try to come out to the east side, homie, and these were real land fools from the land that came out here to get money, and they tried to set up shop. But what happened, homie? There was a resistance in the east side. The east side was pushing that issue. The east side didn't just allow it. The east side will never ever allow somebody to come and say, "Hey, we're calling shots over you fools. This is what you fools are banging." Hell nah, that would never go down, bro. So miss me with all it's soft and sweet, because reality is, bro, is that when you go to another city and state, you shouldn't even focus on who's sweet and who's not, what the trenches are and what's not. You should be over there visiting. That's all you should be doing. That's like irrelevant to what you should be doing, homie. You should be vacationing and going to another city, not hopping in the backyard of the other city politics. But in all reality, this is the thing, homie. When somebody passes away or somebody dies, you shouldn't even be talking about that on somebody's post of a person dying, because it's just disrespectful, homie. Like, if you have any sense and you have any morals and values, you should understand that's disrespectful to the family. Like, who cares? Who cares all the extra stuff that's going on, bro? All the killing, and because fools ain't dying left and right, and it's not a murder cap, it does not mean stuff is not going on, homie. There's somebody getting knocked off every day out here in Denver behind senseless things, because 2025 is not the year to gangbang, and there's not really a foundation with gangs. I mean, you could argue there is, but there's not, because of everything that's taken place in Denver. People are just dying for a non-cause. There's no cause to die out here for the streets in Denver. There's no street aspect anymore because the government and the system has literally locked down all the G's, bro. They regentified the hoods. So the hood aspect's been thrown out the window. Now you have a bunch of kids just killing for no reason. They're just killing for no reason. They don't even have a reason to kill, but these young kids will kill you in an instant, bro. They will. They're just killing at the drop of the dime for no reason at all. D2. But in the 90s and early 2000s and the 80s and 70s and 60s, fools had real reasons to bang, bro. There was still hoods. Like, you could still go to a hood and fools would be rooted in their hood. Generational bangers, bro. And even before Crips and Bloods had hit Denver Metro, there was still generational bangers. Fools were from the hoods, generational wise. But I always find it funny how everybody talks about Denver Metro. Everybody wants to talk about the Bog State being sweet and soft, but you look at the experiences and you look at real examples. If it was so soft and sweet, why, when other states that you call the murder capitals in the real rider states, like every state that you hear there's gang, why, when they came out here, why didn't they overtake the hoods? Because they couldn't. Why when they came out here, they just didn't invade and root their hoods and say this is what it is? Because they couldn't. Because there was always riders out here, bro. There was always riders out here. There was always fools that were gonna bang for the Metro, homie, the Mile High City. Fools that would really knock off your head over Denver Metro, bro. All the time. Since I grew up, there was always riders out here, you know? You catch it in other cities and states, bro. When they talk about Keyways and Damus and Norteños and Sureños, homie, a lot of times them fools go and they root their hoods and they overtake them hoods and say, "Hey, we're overtaking your hood, and this is what it's gonna be. This is what it's gonna be called. Now you fools are banging rolling 60s, or you fools are banging rolling 90s because we're overtaking your hood, and you're gonna bang the politics that we push, but not in the East, homie, not in Denver Metro, period." So that's just that. But Mile High salute. I'm headed to work. It's cold out here, man. I just thought that was interesting, bro. Everybody always want to talk about the Denver Metro and what's going on out here and what's sweet and what's not. Everybody does. Everybody wants to have their opinion on it when they don't really know the haps. They don't really know what the situation is in the Denver Metro. They ain't never been out here in the trenches. Because all you fools that talk about that, you're just civilians. You're just civilians. You ain't never played in the Denver Metro one time in your life. You ain't never got busy. I mean, you ain't never got active. You know what I'm saying? With real bangers from the Denver Metro. You came out here and you rode the sideline. That's all you did. You rode the sideline. I mean, you don't have no stripes for coming out here. You can go to a city all you want and play it safe and just do the tourist thing. You could do that all you want, 100%. You're gonna be safe. You definitely gonna be safe playing it like that. If you on the sideline, and that's what you should be doing when you go to another city and state. You should be playing the sideline. You shouldn't even try to hop in the street. You shouldn't even analyze them type of situations and who's hard and who's not and what hood's this and what hood's not. Like, I always say this: if you came to the Denver Metro and you're a civilian boy and you don't have no resume, you will always be fine. You will always be good. Because you're not a trophy. You don't get no stripes for actually pressing a civilian. There's nothing cool about that, you know? You don't get stripes for pressing somebody that just comes in the city. But on the other hand, if you're really trying to have them type of problems and that's what you focus in on, I'm sure, I almost guarantee 100%. I almost guarantee 100% you can find somebody that will give you them problems in the Denver Metro. You always can find somebody that's trying to earn something, and you can find them problems. But why would you want them problems, bro? Why would you even want them problems? What makes a person really in their right mind that just wake up one day and say, I want all them problems. I want every issue. I want to see what this city's about. That's stupid. That's a dumb way to view it. I mean, like, enjoy your life. Enjoy good people, bro. Enjoy your life. You fools want to be miserable. You dudes want to be miserable. What's up with it, Rada? What's cracking with it, Brody? People be wanting to be miserable, bro. Say, hey, I'm hood, homie. I'm from the neighborhood, homie. I'm a rider. Like, you fools want that shit. Like, you be looking for the dumbest things to focus in on. And that's the thing is, bro, you probably are the ones that, like I always say, the sideliners. I mean, you are the first to give your opinions, but you are the first to sit on the sideline. You ain't never been activated in your life, not one bit, but you got all the opinions and the views. You want to tout your opinion and views on what's going on in the city. Because I'm going to be real with you, homie. I'm going to be 100% real. Me and you, the difference is, bro, I done gave a lot of energy to this neighborhood shit, to this gang life, to prison. I done gave a lot of energy and time to it. And me and you sideliner boys, I wish they would find a solution to all this craziness. I wish that it would be peaceful around parts where we don't have 16-year-old kids getting caught by the hands of gun violence like we just did. I wish there was alternatives for people that feel like there's no way out. That's my solution. That's what I feel would actually help. But I'm trying to figure that out. And you sideliners, you love to see men die at the hands of pistols. You love to see murder rates. That's what intrigues you. And you're not even the one that's causing the murder rate. You're not even the one that's playing the game, but you love to see people that really fall victims to the streets because it's something to talk about. That's all it is. That's all you guys like to do is talk about that shit. That's why there's so many fools that are intrigued by it. That's why you see these idiot ass podcasters. You see them, bro, and all they do is talk about the craziness, the weird shit. Yeah, it's wild, homie. I am at work. Mile high salute. I'm about to go get this money. I'm about to be a civilian in a square bear. I gotta be a square bear, people. Mile high salute to all you guys, though. I just pulled up to the work site. I'm gonna get at y'all, man. Have a great day. Stay warm. You know what it is. Let's go.